Hey everyone, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're excited to be with you together in the same space, Miss Tremaine and I, with Black Genius School. If you're here today, we'd love for you to just let us know that you're hanging out and go ahead and say hello in the comments. If you're catching the replay, go ahead and press hashtag or type in hashtag replay, and we will go from there. So we are doing a little bit of tech real quick, and then we will get started. Get a couple people coming on. Our goal tonight is to give you a step-by-step walkthrough, play-by-play of the 2022 spring semester of Black Genius School. So we're really glad you're here, and we just want to make sure you have all your questions answered. That's really the main purpose of tonight's conversation. So we're going to walk you through a little bit of the page that gives you all the details, and then and really highlight and give you some behind the scenes pieces as well that you can get just here tonight. And then, yeah, we'll be available to answer any questions you have. So again, if you have questions, you can definitely drop them in the comments, and you can also go. You can message us. You can message us with our in Messenger through Black Genius School, and so we'd love to answer your questions there. We can do some audio chatting. We can set up a time to talk on the phone if that would be helpful. Just anything that you need to be sure you have all your questions answered. So tonight, welcome to Black Genius School as we look at the 2022 semester, and we're super excited. So Black Genius School is a Black History family movement. We are passionate about entire families learning Black history together, and so that's what we get to do. Our four-pronged approach is around centering Black voices, learning Black history, enjoying community, and embracing our genius, embracing each person's genius. And so we're glad you're here tonight. We want to go ahead and jump in. There are just 4 more days or so left to enroll in the spring semester. And so we wanted to be sure you had all the information you needed to make that decision. So here's what you get when you enroll in the spring semester. And tonight we're going to walk through each of these and give you some play-by-play, if you will, on those. So first, it's really important for you to note that the spring semester of Black Genius School is 4 months. And in each month, we meet once a month for an hour. That's our live component. And so that's the 4 1-hour Black history lessons that you receive as a family. And then there's 100% access to our Shuri's lab, which Ms. Tremaine is going to give you a sneak peek at today and let you kind of see what that looks like behind the scenes. We are really passionate about incentives and rewards. We joke and say that our love language is gifts, and so we give away so much. um, and so we're always excited to find reasons to give things away, right? So Miss Tremaine is going to talk to you about those first 3 tonight and give you some information, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the parent support that we do in Facebook, and then our online Genius Parent Workshop, which I'll be facilitating. So that's the play-by-play for tonight. That's what your investment in your Genius family would look like as far as those 5 areas. But let us show you what those actually end up being. So Ms. Tremaine is going to talk to you about what our semester courses are going to be.
Sure. Okay, so as Miss Charity was saying, we meet 4 times over the semester, so that's 4 months, and we meet once each month, the second Saturday of each month for 1 hour. These are virtual classes, so it doesn't matter where you are. You can jump on Zoom and be with us. So this is just a overview of the classes that we have for this semester. So we're really excited because everything kicks off Saturday. So we're starting off with just talking about activism. Standing up and speaking out. Essentially, helping yourself and others, speaking up for yourself and others is the ultimate gist of that class. And then in March, we're going to talk about sports. There was a big request from our geniuses, so a lot of our classes and our topics are generated by feedback from our geniuses that are enrolled in Black Genius
Mhm.
School, and
Mhm.
they want to know more about sports. So we're going to do some interesting approaches, do some not so common sports that Black people are a part of. And then we're really excited about April. Um, we always do a class on Africa. So in the past, we've done what Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and now we get to do Ghana. And this is a very special class to us because it's actually being taught by one of our genius families. So that should be really, really cool to see. And then also part of our semester is we love to encourage our geniuses to participate, not just in basically in every class, but also we like to give them a class where they can teach the class. And so we're ending our semester with a class called I Am a Genius that will be genius led, and they get to, share about them and their genius because we know that genius comes in many forms. It's not just academic. So that's exciting. We'll get to learn a lot about our geniuses and whatever they would like to share about their lives. Um, so yeah, so you get those four classes, and then we believe that you know you can't cover everything in an hour,
Mhm.
and so
Right.
it's important to be able to continue learning, and especially for parents, who maybe we call it ear hustling, the class they might want to really know more or explore certain things with their children, and so as a result of that, we created Shuri's Learning Lab, which is our digital library, and this is included in your semester. So I'm gonna just kind of show you guys. This is Shuri's Learning Lab from our previous semester, and really we just try to cover whatever the topic is and give our geniuses different areas to explore. So this is kind of the first view, and then they can pick whatever class they wanted to go into. So we're going to go into our September class, and I'm just
That
going to
was
show you
a
a few
good one.
things here. Yeah, it was
They
awesome.
all were good. That was just having flashbacks of that one.
Yeah, so so we always give the session replay and slides, so that if you by any chance missed your class, you can come back and see it, or maybe it was just so awesome you want to see it again. It's all out
Mhm.
there. So one of the things we're very big on is affirmations. So every class we do affirmations, and we have our geniuses kind of take charge of that. And our affirmations are inspired and oftentimes written by our geniuses, Serena and Levi.
Mhm.
So I'll show you. These were our affirmations uh, from the September class. And like I said, we have our geniuses recite this. We have two geniuses that actually do it live in class at the beginning and at the end. And then, this is just a great way to, again, be able to revisit that. It can be printed out, and they can continue to do those affirmations daily and just speaking positivity into their lives. Um, so yeah, and all of Shuri's lab has a component where geniuses can post comments. I like this, ask questions, what have you, and we do monitor that.
As you're going to the next one, Mr. Tremaine, I was just thinking about you were to my parents ear hustling, but definitely sometimes families will go back through Shuri's lab together and like look at things. So a parent and a genius will get together and go back through. Maybe they will re-listen to something or check out something that they remember hearing. So it really is really great to have that replay, and then also just having the space as this is time together when families get to come into Cherie's lab.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And then one of my favorite pieces was
Mm-hmm.
Shuri's lab because I love to read. It's suggested reading. So we like to curate a little library of our favorite books. This is definitely not all that we read.
Mm-hmm.
um, that go with the topic. And so our geniuses, again, Levi and Serena, do aid in reading some of these books, giving us their seal of approval or not, and what they like makes the cut. So under our suggested reading, try to at least give four books, and I try to give a range because Black Genius School covers elementary school, so that's a fairly wide range of ages.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to find books that cover those ranges. So we give you a description. Here's your recommended ages, so you kind of have an idea of where to go with that. So I just kind of scroll through. This was again our taking flight. So we talked about Bessie Coleman and the Tuskegee Airmen. And then I threw in a person we didn't talk about in class, which is James Banning, just to give some more information to our geniuses.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they still have an opportunity to comment. They can share books that they've read, or if they've read any of these, if they like them, or what have you. So this is just a cool way to just kind of know, like, how what else can we do for that trip to the library or the bookstore, or what have you. We also um, we love I See Me, and so we actually let our geniuses know what books are at I See Me bookstore, located here in St. Louis, and so
Which
they
is
can
an African
order them.
American children's bookstore primarily, but they have other titles as well. And so this is opportunity to buy black and support black. And if it's not I See Me, then hopefully it's the local bookstore, local black bookstore where you live.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's kind of that. I won't go through everything, but you see we have other resources. And that's usually more or less your videos and websites. So you have reading, we separated that out, and then the other resources are videos and websites. And then enrichment activities is something that we just started out last semester. I think they're pretty cool. So we keep talking about this being a family movement. So enrichment activities are essentially activities you can do as a family. Um, so I think in this one I had, like, do paper airplanes and see who goes the farthest, or the furthest, or things like that you can do. Or there was one, like, how a video that showed you how to rebuild Bessie Coleman's plane using
Mm,
popsicle sticks, things like that,
nice.
that can bring the family together. And then also just like fun stuff like word searches and things like that you may find in enrichment activities.
Love
So
it.
that's a little glimpse into Shuri's lab.
That's so cool.
Lots of fun
So
stuff. Yeah.
I think that first of all, if you didn't know, Black Genius School is our mascot is the Black Panther. And so, as you know, Shuri, maybe you don't, but Shuri is Black Panther's is T'Challa's sister who, does all the work in the lab. Literally, she's the tech guru. And so it's really cool to have this component, after Shuri, but also it is just a whole other, it's a whole other couple classes in Shuri's lab. So
Yes.
even though you come to class on a Saturday and you're there for that hour, you still have quite a bit of additional resources to keep learning until we meet again. So pretty exciting.
Yeah. Very awesome.
Cool.
All right.
So tell us about, yeah. I guess I'm going to tell you about real quick. I guess I'll tell you that one of the things that's important that I wanted to be sure that you knew is that Black Genius School is something that you can purchase for your genius family, right? Kindergarten through elementary is our age, the age group that we work with. Did I say that right? Kindergarten through fifth grade. I said kindergarten through elementary. Kindergarten through fifth grade. It's getting late. And Oh, I just wanted to let you know that whether you have a genius or you are an auntie to a genius or an uncle to a genius or a grandmama or a papa, whatever those relationships look like, you can also gift Black Genius School to someone in your family or to someone you know. And so when you go to the page, blackgeniusschool.com, you just click the little part that it says give the gift of Black Genius School, and then you pay for it for a person, and then you'll tell us where to, or you'll send what we give you to them so that then they can redeem it essentially and get signed up. So it's real sleek, real slick. We're really excited about that this year as an offering that you can give it away to someone that you know. So
Right. And I just want to kind of piggyback on that a little bit, Miss Charity.
mhm.
Just to say, geniuses for Black Genius School. Yes, our name is Black Genius School, but we do welcome geniuses of all backgrounds, as long as they center Black voices. They're okay with that. That's what we're talking about. And we do have a variety of ethnicities within Black Genius School.
Mhm.
So um, we welcome anybody and everybody. Just as long as that level of respect is there.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yep.
no
All right.
problem.
So I think we're moving to rewards and prizes.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right.
We're getting there.
Okay.
All right. So as Miss Charity stated at the top, our gift, our I love language for Black Genius School. It's definitely gift giving, and I'm probably the guilty culprit there. But I believe in incentive and reward, and so we have a rewards program that we're calling our Panther Buck program. Essentially, geniuses get rewarded for showing up.
I apologize. I'm trying to
I'm
find
like,
us.
I'm here myself. They get rewarded for showing up. So coming to class, they get points. They get points for engaging the quiz. That's the part I didn't scroll up. There's a quiz in Shuri's lab as well. Um, so they get points for doing that. For those are basic ones. They show up and do the quiz. They'll get enough points throughout the semester to win really cool points. So we have a tiered approach. Um, to rewards. I mean, so they get something as simple as they come to one class, they'll get something, but they come the whole semester and they do the quizzes. They end up with, like, I think it's a $25 gift card to. They have a couple of options, and then people who go above and beyond with some of our other areas, they will get the gift card in addition to merch from Black Genius School. And who knows what else we'll come up with by the end of the semester, because we're always doing something extra. So, so that's our rewards program. So, Miss Charity, I'll scroll up and I'll let you handle the parent support piece and
Yeah,
talk
so
about what's important.
this kind of came about. It wasn't really maybe planned when we initially started having parent support. Again, listening to parents as well as geniuses. I think it's important for us as the curators or stewards of Black Genius School to hold it loosely. And so we really do take feedback to heart. And so we have often talked about our pedagogy being child-based, child-centered, whereas our kids and our geniuses as well as other geniuses say what they like, what they don't like, and so we try to really allow them to have a voice, because we really believe that that's important. One of the affirmations on our affirmation tee is I'm a voice that deserves to be heard. And that, like, we really believe that. And so we seek to model that in Black Genius School. So, but in talking with parents, there was this desire to, have some time together, at least have access to each other. And so that led to us creating the private Facebook group
Yeah.
for parents who are who are genius parents. And so in there, there might be some reminders about things that are happening in Black Genius School, but also it's a place where we can talk about, like, what's happening in the world. We live in St. Louis, Missouri. There's been a lot of conversation around certain school districts and things like that, and so there's a place where we can have conversation and dialogue respectfully and support each other as we all sort of navigate the current sort of political space that we all have found ourselves in as it relates to Black history and other gender studies. So being in the private Facebook group is meaningful. The other thing that we started was just, again, just taking the conversation offline, if you will, and having a Zoom call, and it has been just meaningful to be able
Mm-hmm.
to connect with other people in real life, if you will.
Yeah.
And so that Zoom call has, hey Gabriel, Zoom call has been really really awesome. So this year we're going to bring everyone together again for a parent workshop. We'll definitely have the time to mingle, get to know each other, chat in the Zoom format. But then also I'll be sharing some highlights around emotional intelligence as it relates to parenting. I am not a guru by any means. I'm out here, like, I'm out here trying to get it right every day. But I teach emotional intelligence, and so I tend to overlay it in different around different disciplines, if you will. And so this last year, for example, I taught for an entire year. I had a contract with an organization that worked with girls, and so I was doing that parent component, and I found it really rewarding and learned a lot as we got a chance to chat and talk. And so I'm just going to bring some tips around EQ, emotional intelligence, to share with you all in that space. So looking forward to just being in the room with everybody. So And so from
Awesome.
there, okay, Gabriel. From there, we have just what does all of this look like and what does it mean? This year, again, after Miss Tremaine and I spent time in the business and on the business, really asking, hard questions. We want Black Genius School to be for everyone, and we're working at
Accessible.
ways, right? We're working at ways to make that possible. And so this year, for the first time, we're trying something new, and because we don't ever want to turn anyone away who wants to learn Black history. So we're doing an equitable offering, and so this offering looks like you selecting your price point essentially. So remember, this is for one semester, which is 4 sessions. It's for your entire family, and then you choose the investment that you want. And so we think that that's equitable. We trust the community, just like we trust our geniuses to share and to use their voice. And so we're trusting you to say what's doable for you. And so we have three tiers here to for you to choose from: the 400, 300, and 200. And then even if you see the print under that is like, if none of these actually work for you, just shoot us an email and we will figure out next steps. It is, I want to say this piece about this transformation that happens for geniuses. I don't even know. Like, we don't even know how to put a price on what we do and what happens in the room. Like, we don't know how you put a price on a little boy who doesn't have any other brown little boys in his class. And when he got to Black Genius School, he just stared at a particular kid the whole time, in a way mesmerized and, just probably, I don't know, a sense of awe. And so, like, what do you pay to experience that? Like, how do you do that? And so for us, this is just these are the offerings, right? This is an offering you can make to offset all that we do in our time and energy, and sharing with geniuses. But again, we want to make it for everyone. So this is our equitable offering. It's an investment. It's an investment in the transformation of your child to see themselves represented and to know what's possible for themselves now and in the future. And so we hope that this matters to you, and that you'll see that it's doable. That's our goal, is to make everything doable. So today is Monday, and we just want to let you know that on Friday is the last day. Friday is the last day to purchase this whole semester, to enroll in the entire semester of Black Genius School. And so don't wait. I'm sure people keep thinking about it. Maybe you do have some other questions. Again, we're here to answer those in any and every way. You can drop those questions below in the comments. You can message us in our Black Genius School messenger. I'll be there. I'll say, hey, I'll chat with you. If you want to jump on a quick call, we could do that as well. So whatever you need to get all your questions answered, to be certain that you're moving in the right direction for your family, which is, we believe, of course, through Black Genius School. I just want to make sure you're good to go.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, I think that's all we have. I don't see any more comments. But yes, we're grateful for your presence tonight, and we hope this has been helpful to you. And as we always say, stay genius. Friends, we're excited to be a part of your community. Thanks for having us.